they have said, state the accounting concept that must be applied when the goods are supplied on sale or return basis. The realization concept, because they had just stated the intention to, they have not informed Alicia of their intention to buy or return the goods. So only after it is realized you will are supposed to adjust. Okay, so this is a concept of realization. Then a debt is believed to be irrecoverable. This is prudence. Okay, you have to be more prudent to record the income or the expense. Okay, now evaluate the use of accounting principles and concepts in calculating the profit of a business. So when you're using accounting concept, we can see that, okay, I've given the points here. So the thing is, it's a standard approach which can be applied at all businesses. It provides a true and fair accounts that stakeholders can rely, and also it will enable comparison across the sectors when businesses are going to use this accounting principles and concepts in every account they prepare. However, the negative points for principles and concepts are the principles and concepts are contradictory with each other, and they're also open to different interpretations. For example, a consistency concept which may be applied to a depreciation of a straight line, but it is not prudent because the depreciation might be too high in the earlier years. So you're not being prudent, but you are being consistent here. Even if you're, then there is a contradictory of realization and matching principle with regards to warranty of the product sold. So that there also there will be contradictions. So it means that you require skill and experienced accountant to implement such accounting concepts. So, and it also doesn't consider some non-financial factors such as the skill of the labor, and it is not applied to small businesses. So in conclusion, you can say that use of accounting concept, it is good for calculating the profit, is actually good for Alicia. If she is doing, she has to take the help of a